feel something. What can it be?
The 5th season of Band Baajaa Bride is coming to an end, and what a fantastic season this has been. We have seen brides from all walks of life, all different in their lifestyle and varied in their outlook, yet all having the same dream, to look picture perfect on their wedding day. I've heard stories that have melted my heart.
I've been married before, and Kavin is from my first marriage. He is the reason why I survived cancer.
I met Jodis that simply made me laugh. I've had several experiences, some really interesting and some rather dramatic, but all very real. That's why Band Baajaa Bride has become what it is today, not just a television show, but a one-of-a-kind platform where dreams actually turn into reality. What a great journey it has been for all of us. I get inundated with requests from people from all walks of life, whether they're rich, poor, famous people, common people. They all ask me one pertinent question: Sabya, where were you when we were getting married? And that set us thinking. So we decided to do something very, very special. We decided to let a married couple renew their vows. So for the finale episode of Band Baajaa Bride, we bring to you a couple that has been married for 10 long years and are finally renewing their vows to keep the commitment to getting married alive.
Aditi Verma. I'm 32 years old. I'm a candid wedding photographer based in Mumbai. I've been married for almost 10 years. I know it's tough to believe, right? Sometimes even we wonder. It's been a hell of a journey, really. My husband Dave, he'll tell you a lot about it.
Hi, I'm Dave Sharma, 37 years old, a banker by profession and Aditi's better half.
10 years of being married? Well, it feels like a marathon.
Feels like a never-ending Karan Johar film.
After 10 years, you know, it's almost like you know everything about your partner. So how he likes his tea, what he does just after waking up, how he keeps his closet.
So in 10 years you know about each other so much that you really don't need words to communicate. I look in her eyes and I know what's happening behind them.
My God, we've really come a long way. What kept us going? I guess it was love.
Oh, how I met Aditi? Well, that was long time ago.
Dave and my sister studied together in Irma in Anand, Gujarat, and this is where I met him. We both still remember the first time we saw each other.
She was wearing red top and blue jeans and her signature wide-eyed lost look. It was a mix of love at first sight and you know she growing upon me. I think the lawns of Irma and the beautiful starry nights worked their wonder on us.
And even before we knew it, we were married and came to Mumbai to start our lives together. So days passed by, years passed by, and slowly monotony started creeping in. You know, there were pressures of being a married couple, there were social pressures, there were work pressures. We had our own house very soon, so EMIs came in. Slowly, the responsibility became a bit much, and we were not really prepared. We were literally kids at that time.
We slowly started getting into the drudgery of routine, and somehow in the process of making a living, we forgot that you know it's about making a life together.
You know, that spark was missing now. It was just living life as it comes rather than actually living it up as a couple. And Because I really couldn't believe that I had let so much time pass by before realizing this and let the magic slip away.
So 10 years of being married and the fizz finally falls flat. Did you guys figure out why?
So what happened with us was that when we got married, we were very young. So we were not really ready to take on that responsibility.
So why did you get married?
The options were whether we get married to each other then or we do not get married to each other.
Dave had told his parents about me, and we are not from the same caste. So his parents were not very keen on the match. So the credit goes completely to Dave for convincing his parents about our marriage. And the only thing was that though they agreed to our match, they were kind of keen to get us married soon.
So 10 years ago when you got married, was the experience enjoyable?
There wasn't really much to enjoy, honestly, because it was all long distance planning. I was in Pune at that time studying. I had my final exams and then I had my internship, and actually I came back home for 10 days, and that is the window in which I got married.
Wow.
And it was pretty similar for him. He came down almost like just the day before, and because he was in a new job and he couldn't get much leave either.
The marriage was a very rushed affair. The ceremonies were in a blur, and all we remember now are sketches and frames from the ceremonies. So it's all in a blur, if I may say.
I'm going to ask you a very pertinent question. Why Band Baajaa Bride?
Okay, so I actually came to know that Band Baajaa Bride is looking for married couples when I was shooting on one of the episodes, and I was like, wow, this is my chance, let me try. I kind of feel I missed out on the whole wedding experience because I wasn't really there to plan anything as such. Even things like my outfit, jewelry, etc. was all pretty much decided by my mom and sister. And we had a traditional photographer, so those very typical poses and cheesy things which I was completely uncomfortable with. Since then, now that I'm a wedding photographer, I have covered so many weddings over these years, and till date, sometimes when I see a few things in weddings, I wish that I wish this is what we had done, or this is what I had worn. There are always these little things that I feel we could have done in our own wedding. So this is our 10th year. We will be completing our 10th year soon, and we wanted to mark this milestone with something special, which means something to us, not just any random celebration. So this is why this is completely special.
I think are part tradition and part fantasy. And girls, from the time they were young, they envision themselves as a bride to get married in a special way, and to be deprived of that joy is such a shame. So welcome to Band Baajaa Bride. What do you expect out of the show?
Well, a completely beautiful fairy tale wedding, like in true BBB style. The clothes, the jewelry, everything.
And for you?
Maybe the magic back.
Magic. That's a beautiful word. And you know what? The fact that you are addressing a very strong issue in front of everybody on national TV, that has already started the magic. On that note, let's discuss your clothes. You're not really getting married. You're just exchanging your vows. So first thing, I don't think that you need to look like a bride. You need to feel like one. And you need to feel beautiful because you've always stayed behind the camera. So in a way, I think you've kind of given up a little bit. And it's very important that you surprise him.
Ready for it.
I was just thinking that let me make you something which is more couture. Something very special.
Okay.
Not very bridal, but definitely glamorous in red carpet. And whatever she wears, I'm going to take inspiration from that and make you something that is very Indian, because it's time that you got out of your suits and wore something which is more Indian and celebrates being Indian. The Lakme look for this episode is simply going to be called reinvention. In Aditi's case, we've decided to tone her down a little bit, keep her very glamorous, but in a very, very real content. So what we are going to do is probably give her smoky eyes, pale lips, and a little bit of jewelry from Krishan Das and Company and a beautiful gold outfit. She is going to look like the reinvented and reinterpreted Indian bride. But now, I want you to do something. I want you all to take a little bit of time off and pamper yourself. I'm going to send you all for your makeovers. Spruce up a little bit. Enjoy the treatment that we offer you. You know, just try to make an effort to look a little better for each other, and the magic that you thought had gone missing will actually come back.
For the very first time on Band Baajaa Bride, it is renewal of vows. But also, for the very first time, we're diving straight into the challenge of renewing a relationship. My Jodi, when you look at them, they're absolutely adorable. But one thing that is starkly missing is chemistry. So step one, to rekindle the romance, they should get to know each other once again, but in this non-verbal manner. So I'm thinking maybe a little physical intimacy, a little proximity. Yeah, that should do the trick. The first thing that Prisha lined up for us in our makeover journey was couple yoga, and not just any ordinary yoga, but in water, aqua yoga. It was definitely one of the most different things we had done in a while. But I think more than fitness, it was meant for couple bonding. So true memory would keep in a jar. Search the heavens for gravity. One of the most fun things that we did, the asana, which was like a tree pose where we both had to balance in water and support each other as well. And it led to a lot of fun and laughter, and we really enjoyed. We were like kids in water. Hold me close. Don't you ever let me go. There was one asana that we did. I was playing dead and they had to carry me around in water. And that was really, the most amazing sensation, because you kind of are totally relaxed and just let go. And yeah, I was like, let me enjoy this moment. Pati Dev seva kar rahe hain. A brand new day has just begun, and we'll come together as one. A brand new start. It's dead at heart. A brand new start.
During the session, I also realized, see, Aditi is not very comfortable with water, but she was there throughout the session, gulping water, gasping for air, but she was there, she stood with me because I was enjoying it, and that's what I really rediscovered or realized it again during the session.
Do you see what I see? Sparks are definitely flying. Sometimes in a relationship, when you as a couple do something new, something exciting for the first time, you add a whole new level of chemistry to the relationship. Well, the chemistry will keep growing, but I think it's time for a little bit of sprucing up. Our next stop was at Dr. Jayashree Sharad's clinic. She had a look at my skin. When I examined Aditi's skin today, I found that it was very dehydrated. There was a lot of dullness, and her skin was completely red. If you see, her cheeks, that's a condition called rosacea. She also had a lot of pimples. Next, when I examined Dev, I saw that there was a complete tan on his face, and his forehead was also pigmented. Then he had these little tiny bumps, which is called seborrhea, and his skin was very oily. So we had to sort all that. So for Aditi, what I decided to do was something called the plasma rejuvenation therapy. It's a heat energy which is used to reduce the pores, and it also calms the rosacea down. Then I did a little bit of carbon dioxide cryo for her. So this is basically freezing all the lesions which are there on the face with dry ice, which is minus 79 degrees. Since Dave's skin was very oily, I decided to do a fruit peel for him. And then, to improve the dullness, I did something called a fractional radiofrequency treatment. It stimulates the collagen, the pores close, and the skin looks refreshed and absolutely glowing.
On our 10th anniversary, when we renew our vows, Aditi is going to be all glammed up, and I don't really want to be left behind. So thank you Team BBB for making me go through the dermat treatment. I think the photographs are going to make all the difference. Thank you very much.
First step towards renewal of vows is sprucing and rejuvenating. With that done, it's time now for revisiting some significant memory.
When I'm looking at you and you're looking at me,